a small town mentality. I saw a super interesting post on the Book of Faces this week. And for the people who shared it, reposted it, don't think I'm taking a shot at you in your way of thinking. I totally understand it. But I'm taking a shot at your way of thinking because I totally disagree with you. So the post said, I don't hate my hometown. I hate the mindset of the people in it. And for the people who feel that way, I ask you, how much time do you spend in your hometown? What do you know about the people in your hometown? And where do you live? And do you understand the mindset of the people who live in the town that you live in that are from there? Because the funny thing about a lot of places, like when you go to these cities where people actually move there, right? You go to your Atlantas, you go to your Los Angeleses, you go to your New Yorks. I mean, you can even go to a city like San Diego that is a bit more transient than you believe, right? You have the culture of the people who live there, and then you have the culture of the people who are from there. And there is there are a lot of similarities between the people who make the city function versus the people who come there to capitalize off of the city, right? So when I hear people being bothered by a small town mindset, understand that you don't have a small town if you don't have some people with small town mindset. People who are not as aspirational or look to be upwardly mobile. There's nothing wrong with that because see, the way this thing works is nobody's on the same level. No one will ever be on the same level. There will always be people who are better at things than others. There will be cities that are better at things than others. Like California gets to have high taxes, gets to have high cost of living, high property value because it has great weather year round, especially Southern California. Omaha, Nebraska can't do the same thing because the weather sucks. It's close to nothing. It's kind of how it works. But there are things that Omaha, Nebraska can do that New York City can't do. You know what I mean? And that's the beauty of it. So when you are wanting to poo poo on your small town, understand that maybe your small town is a small town because it doesn't have the amenities of a large city. Or maybe it's close to a large city and that large city is sucking up all of the oxygen from your small town. But don't shit on the small town for being a small town. You know, if everybody wanted to be an entrepreneur, if everybody wanted to be Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, then nobody would work for Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos. And guess what? If you don't have somebody to take out the trash in your office building, I highly doubt you close the deal because your building's gonna stink and nobody wants to walk into a stinking ass building. We need unskilled laborers. We need skilled laborers. We need entrepreneurs. We need creatives. We need all types of people. We need great managers. We need great leaders. We need great company men. We need people who work for a company and are pissed off the entire time they work for the company because they're trying to buck the system. You need all of that. You need small towns. You need suburbs. You need rural areas. You need all. You need big cities. You need these metropolitans. You need all metropolis. You need all of this stuff in order for society to function as it is. So don't be mad at the people in a small town for being the way that they are. Maybe they're not as cultured as you are. But guess what? They may be more comfortable in their lesser situation than you are in your better situation. And guess what? That's okay. Some people are more than comfortable just moving out of their parents' house, getting married, raising a family, and that's it. Everybody doesn't want to go from middle class to high class or working class to middle class. Everybody doesn't want to do that. And even if everybody did, guess what? It still wouldn't happen for everybody because that's just the way the world works. So instead of being upset with your small town or the small town mindset, be upset with yourself for expecting more from people than they expect for themselves. Be upset with yourself for expecting people to want to be great. Guess what? The beauty in you being great or trying to be great is the fact that you want to do it. Everybody doesn't have to want to do it. Everybody shouldn't want to do it. And everybody can't do it. Like, you understand, getting upset with somebody for not wanting to be as great as you are is a knock on yourself? Yeah, it's a knock on you. You're not even giving yourself credit for wanting to rise above what you were expected to, or what society said you're supposed to be, or what people told you back in the day you couldn't be. That speaks to you. Embrace it. I think we have this issue with people who don't want to embrace greatness, right? They want to normalize greatness. They want to normalize being in the top 10%. No, that's not normal. Being exceptional is not normal. Everybody's not exceptional. Most people are normal, some people are subpar. But being exceptional is a great thing. And if you are exceptional, you should embrace it and love it. I'm not telling you to be a snob and look down on people who aren't, because that's what a lot of y'all like to do. I'm telling you to say, hey, this is where I'm at. This is where I want to be. And I love it up here. And you know what? If you guys want to come up here, you should try. All of y'all won't get here because everyone's not built to be up here. Because if everyone's built to be up here, then nobody would be up here. We would all be down here. You know what I mean? We would all be the same. But we're not. So let them live. Let them cook. But understand that you're that nice building you work in. You don't close deals in that building if it smells bad. You don't close deals in that building. You know what I mean? If the pipes are leaking. Understand? Like, how you expect to get your oil change, Mr. Leaders, Mr. Six Figures, Mr. I ain't never touched my car, Miss I barely even put my own gas. Like, how do you expect to take care of yourself or pay people to take care of you if everybody's trying to be where you're at? It doesn't happen that way. It's levels to this shit. Like Meek said, it's really levels to this shit. And it's okay. It's okay. The levels are okay. There's nothing wrong with the levels. You just shouldn't look down on people who aren't at the same level that you're on.